What's up, y'all, man? This your man, Phil. I just want to talk to my instructors out there for a minute while I have this on my mind. I'm an instructor in the barber and beauty industry. Well, that's my foundation, the barber and beauty industry. And the instructor is, where I thrived. It's my ability in the classroom that grew me to where I am in this business. In this amazing company that I work with now, Ogle School. And, I just have some advice for my educators who are serious about the industry. Know that passion for teaching in this industry comes from my need of the industry. It was my need as a young person to build a foundation in my personal life. And I turned to this industry and I was able to do that through this business. Educators, you have a duty and a responsibility to the young people that are in your classrooms and on your clinic floors. If you're not ready to challenge this young person to better themselves, maybe you need to consider where you are in your own personal careers. You have to be an example. You have to be a leader. These young people come to your classrooms and clinic floors daily looking for leadership. They expect for you to be able to guide them in the direction of success. If you're not doing that consistently, what do I mean by that? I mean actually educating these students. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard a student say, I'm not learning anything. And when I say that, know this, I speak with students from all across this state. And so I'm not singling out any one institution. I'm talking to the educators that fill these institutions. You have a responsibility to make sure that learning is happening every day, that you have candidates under your supervision. It's that simple. You have a responsibility to make sure that learning is happening every day, that you have young people under your leadership. Now, what are we teaching them? We're teaching them two things. We're teaching them, number one, how to successfully pass your state exams. It does not matter how many hours you have. If you cannot pass your state exam, written and practical, you cannot get a license in the state of Texas. So number one, we have to prepare them to be able to successfully pass these exams. How do we do that? We do that by teaching them basic content. Minimally competent candidates need to know certain things about what they're doing. If they're going to perform these services, they need to have a basic understanding of how to perform these services in a safe and sanitary manner. That's simple. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Teach the basic content that the text provides for you. All right? Now, in order to be able to teach it effectively, you must be versed in it. You have to study yourself. All right? So many of our instructors, I watch you do it. You teach what someone taught you as opposed to educating yourself to educate others. Okay? I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. You teach what someone taught you as opposed to educating yourself to educate others. All right? You must educate yourself. The whole key to this is education. The more you learn, the more you earn. That goes for you as the instructor just as well as it goes for your student. Okay? You have to bring a consistent energy and effort to your classroom and to your clinic floors daily. Okay? How could you expect a student, a test candidate, to be consistent in their efforts of being on time and prepared if you're not consistently on time and prepared as the instructor? Yeah, now if I ain't talking to you, if it don't apply, let it fly. But if you that instructor that's running in at the same time class is supposed to start, trying to assemble and get ready for class, your students are looking at that. How can you ask them to be prepared at a certain time when you're not? Okay? I cannot, as an educator, I cannot ask anything of my student that I'm not willing to do for myself. Okay? Now, secondly, and most importantly, what we're teaching our candidates how to do is how to get out here and make it in this industry. How to really get out here and be successful behind the chair. That's what it boils down to, because it doesn't matter if you can pass the state exam if you're not skilled enough to be able to get behind the chair and perform at a level that's going to keep you thriving in a competition market. Okay? We all cut hair. We all relax hair. We all color hair. What is it that stands out about me as a barber or a cosmetologist or esthetician that makes my clientele come to me? I need to teach my student how to separate themselves from the rest. And it's a real simple answer. It's your customer service. It's you as an individual. See, because this is art and science. The science belongs to us all. It's what we all do to get the result. But the art is yours. You are a unique individual. You can create the ambiance, atmosphere, the experience that happens every time someone sits in your chair. You're in control of that. And it's that piece that sets you apart. All right? So I just want to advise, again, my instructors, my educators, is who I'm targeting this morning, is who I'm talking to. If you're an instructor and you're afraid to challenge a student, I'll repeat that. You need to consider what it is that you're doing. All right? We owe them. We owe them to teach them and to make them better versions of themselves each day that they come into our classrooms and our clinic floors. So it's my hope that there's some educators out here that heard this advice, okay, and that can take this with you and be a better version of yourselves as well. All right, so it's your man, Success the Educator. I love you all. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Y'all have a great day.